Oh my goodness, we are live. I am so happy. Today is Monday, post Christmas, which is a relief. Can you believe it? I mean, I loved and enjoyed my holiday, but I already took down the tree and all is well. The lights are down off of the front of the house and everything is moving towards Happy New Year, right? So, welcome, welcome. My name is Tog Rowan, and every Monday I go live on my YouTube channel and Periscope. And guess what? Periscope is switching to Twitter, so it will be live on Twitter as well. So, anyways, I have Tammy, my good friend Tammy here, who decided that she wanted to join in on yoga this morning with me. So I'm so happy to have you. And she agreed to be on camera. You are just amazing. I'm so happy to have you here. And we're just doing all levels, beautiful all levels class, and get ourselves relaxed and ready for the week. So every Monday at noon, we have this happening. So, all right, I'm going to put this on full screen so I can see. All right, there we go. Let's get started. So first thing to do is just take a couple deep breaths, right? In through the nose, out through the nose. Say hi to Jackson right there on the mat. He's so ready for yoga. Are you ready for yoga? Yeah, good boy. This is Jackson. I just groomed him yesterday. All right, so let's go ahead and start standing. You know, I got all this energy and just grounding ourselves through something called Samastiti or mountain pose. Letting the feet, maybe even look down at the feet, spread the toes wide, lift the toes up, and then sink into the toe mount, and then the little area right by the pinky toe, and then the two spots in towards the back where your heels are. And just make footprints into the mat. Couple deep sighs. Possibly letting that chin just drop. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. And let it go. Exhale. Feeling those footprints in the mat. Nice. Last one. Inhale. And let it go. Exhale. All right. Seal the lips. Just take 2 breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale, nose. Standing tall. Exhale, nose. Letting the arms even reach down towards the mat. Last breath. Inhale, chin is level. Exhale, nose. Wow. Just grounding down into those feet. And yet at the same time, feeling yourself grow tall. All right, scoop up the arms. Inhale, arms coming high. Peek up towards the thumbs. Peek up towards the thumbs and reach. Exhale, swan dive forward. Awesome. Oh my gosh. This is behind the scenes of Taz Yoga. Woo! I need this. Inhale, halfway lift. Just letting your heart move forward. Good. Exhale, pull back in. Forehead towards the shins. It's okay to bend the knees a little bit too. We're just getting started. Obviously. Walk the hands up a little bit underneath the kneecaps and let the heart move forward again. Inhale. Yes, we'll do this a couple more times. And let it go. Wow, at your own rhythm, just a couple more pulses, letting that heart extend forward, chin out, feet strong. Exhale, pull back in. Wow, I love the slow timing. Last one, inhale, sinking into the feet, letting that heart reach forward.
Feel it. Exhale as we come back, grabbing towards the calves. And this time, bend a little bit more and really drape your torso over the upper thighs. Good. And then walk the hands forward, walk the feet back, and come into down dog, just the hips high. Nice. And then high plank to down dog. Just pulse that. So this is a great way to really gradually move your body into a heating it up and getting the kinks out. Good, good, good. Go lay down. Go lay down. Actually, I'm going to put him out. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Out.
Go out. Go, go outside. There you are. Nice. Yeah, so you're just playing with your down dog. Yeah, he actually knocks down my curtains, so he's going outside till I get that fixed. All right, another trick that I love, 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 love. Bending the knees and push back into the hips and then coming back to high plank. So do that a couple times. You can notice how the femurs move back and you stick your booty out and you can even rock a bit. So just play. This is how you get your own rhythm, your own inner guidance by sensing what you need because there's no rules. The rule is if it feels good in your body, it's good for you. Last one, this time stay into high plank and we'll hold. Quick way to heat up the core. Find that high plank. Oh, good, 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 good. Awesome, Tammy. I forgot to mute you, so I'm going to mute you now. Exit full screen. And there we go. All good. All good. Yeah, awesome. Hold that high plank. I love it. I get to see you. And you can even rock forward and back really slow. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Inhale forward, exhale back. Couple more like that. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale forward, exhale back. Great. Back to that central place where the shoulders are right over the wrists. I'm going to drop my knees just because I like to, but you can more than welcome to keep your legs straight for your chaturanga. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right to the belly. Soften the feet on the mat. And move that belly forward. Lengthen the belly forward. Hover the toes. And hover the hands. Find this activity, this intention through the entire body as you lift. Spreading the clavicles forward. Opening up the scapula behind you. Broadening the back. A little bit higher. And tuck the toes under. Bring your inhale to full up dog. And play. Look over the left shoulder. Good. Come back to center. Over the right shoulder. Back to center. One more time. Back to center. And if this is too much on your low back, bend the elbows a little bit. Come back to center. Move through tabletop into down dog again. This time in down dog, can sink down into that right calf. Soften the left knee. 4 count breath. Even shaking out the head, letting the neck be loose. Switch sides. Left heel sinks down, right knee softens.
Great. Come back to center. Bend the knees a bit. Push into the right hand. Push into the left hand. Left heel, right heel. And just find that spiral of movement around your down dog. Still breathing. And then switch directions. Go the other direction. Great. Come back to that central place. Palms even, heels even. Maybe even straighten out the legs just a little bit. Ribs stay knitted in, head drops. Good. Now just drop the knees and come into a supported child's pose as you rest your elbows on the mat. So gradual extension or expression into this child's pose. And then gently push the hips back. Support the head with double fists. Oh, feels amazing. And then just rock the head from side to side. Feeling the back open. Yeah, for those of you who were cooking, standing all day on Christmas and Christmas Eve, I'm still recovering from all my cooking. All right, next breath. Just try reaching the hands forward and stretch out the back a little bit more, gradually moving into that full expression of length through the spine. Let your bones be like Jell-O. Awesome. Inhale, come up to all fours. Make sure the knees are right underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide like a starfish and round into the back, chin into the chest, rounding the back. This is cat. And then let it go for cow. Shoot the sit bones back, heart forward. Good, and then we'll go back and forth. Your own rhythm. Doesn't need to be in sync with me. Make it yours. Just up and down. And in fact, the breath can go either direction. So if you feel like you're doing it wrong, you're not. You know, you're doing it just the way you're supposed to be doing it in your body. Find that perfect rhythm for you. Couple more pulses. Last one. Nice. Great, so back into down dog. This time we're going to walk crisscross, nice baby steps up to the front. So toes can actually come together, and then take the right foot and cross it over that left and push, if that works for you. And then the left foot over the right. I like these big wide crosses, but you're more than welcome just to go tiny crosses. And each time you're stepping up a little bit closer to the front of the mat. Let the head relax. Just this crisscross walk to the front, to the front. Good. And then once you're at the front, take the left foot over the right and just feel that heart lifts halfway out. Exhale to pull back in. Again, if you feel like you need to bring your hands higher, you just bring them up a little bit. Halfway out and back in. And then lean over to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Just go for walking the hands to one side. Oh yeah, feeling so many adjustments in the low back. Come back to center and then the other side. Again, blocks are helpful too. You can always use your blocks. Bring your blocks underneath you. Good. Come back to center. And actually, we're going to switch now. So now bring that right foot over the left, just so that we balance our sides out. Inhale, halfway lift. I'm going to actually use my block this time. Halfway out. Find that belly lifting, the heart lifting forward, and then come back in. One more like that. Inhale, halfway out. Exhale, come back in. Real life. Walk the hands over to one side. Oh, amazing. Come back to center. Remember to breathe. And then the other side. Oh, so good. Excellent. And come back to center. Good. Unwind the crisscross. Go a little wider. I'm just warming up, you guys. This is so important for my hips. Maybe it's important for yours too. Before we really go into like warriors, go ahead and squat low. Yep. And then straighten again. It's that little bit of ankle, knee, hip warm up that works well in my body. Maybe it works well in yours too. Coordinate the breath. And if you want to challenge, I'm going to see if I can challenge myself, taking my elbows and bringing them above my head. And then same thing. Inhale. Exhale to straighten. A little bit more of a challenge. Don't worry if it doesn't work for you. You just keep your fingers down on the ground. Make it your own timing. Quality over quantity. That's why I'm slowing it down a little bit. Nose breath. Wow, a couple more times. Last one. It's all through that midsection, that inner Sushumna, that inner core. Woo! Good. And then roll yourself up, nice and slow, halfway mark. Bring your feet together. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Feet together, heels slightly apart. You have your knees. Nice, Tammy, that's excellent. I'm just pausing at that halfway point, sitting into the chair, and then circling out the knees. Yeah, this is such a good soothing for my body. Hopefully yours too. Circle it out. Make sure you go both directions. Nice. Good. Pause in the chair. Bring the fingertips right into the hip creases and set yourself back a little lower. Great. And then shoot the arms forward. Spread the scapula onto the back and just hold. Good. And then come up to stand. And we'll repeat that. Catch your breath. Inhale. Exhale to sit. Again, check in with your own timing. We're just pulsing this up and down. That's it. Yeah, feeling a little bit in my back. So after this, we're going to just walk it out. Last one. Nice. Good. Hands to the heart. Lean into the right foot. Take that left knee. Really stretch out that low back. You have to stay balanced by focusing on one point. Switch sides. Interlace fingers. Grab that opposite knee. Right to the shoulder. Good. And then as promised, just a little walkabout. A little yoga walkabout. Heel toe. Back. Needing a really good lengthen through the back. So if you have a wall or a couch, use it. I'm going to lean right into that wall or couch and just see if you can stretch out the back. Good. Preferably, yeah, that's nice, Tammy. That's it. Now just drop into the shoulders a little bit. Let your head drop. Shoot your sit bones back. Slightly bend the knees just a little bit. Yeah, and then shoot the hips way back. That's it. Excellent. So it's great for the shoulders too. Ribs stay a little bit in. See if you can keep that length. Nice. And then gently walk the hands down into that forward fold, grabbing the elbows. So if you noticed any difference in the hips creases, you know your hip creases straight up. It really helps to soften. I know, just being mindful of alignment. Great. Now we'll move through flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. My little trick. Bending the knees and shooting the hips back to high plank. And then that chaturanga. I'm dropping the knees. I'm feeling a little bit compromised in my low back today for some reason. Exhale. Up dog. Must be all that standing for the Christmas festivities. Exhale. Down dog. Toes together. Left leg goes high. Oh, nice. Left leg high. Slightly bend the right knee. Find some exploration through this hip socket and kick it to the side. Good. Couple more like that. Let it drop back. Keep breathing. And then kick it to the side. Really good. Last one. Feeling that right leg nice and strong too. I like the curves. Notice how I'm just bending and curving. I think it feels better into the hip socket. Good. Let's rest in between sides. Bend the knees, set your hips back. Again, you could do that supportive child's pose first, with your elbows. And you can set your hips back gradually. Softening into the low back, letting any tension go. And let's focus on 3 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and soft. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come to all fours and shake out the spine before we kick with the other leg. So either a couple ways of doing this. You can do your barrel roll, which is side to side. You could do that cat-cow that we did. You can also do a C-curve, just dropping that. This is the one that I feel like I want to do. The right shoulder to that right hip and just curving the spine, noticing that opposite hip. But into it, what does your body want to do? Maybe you like the cat-cow or the barrel roll. So it's always the inner guru that is the best to guide you, not me. I'm just here to give you ideas. I'm doing the other side. If you're liked my idea of the C curve, now my left shoulder towards my left hip. It's opposite hips. Good. Come back to center. Give it a little shake about. And then tuck the toes. We're setting ourselves up for down dog again. So tuck the toes, cover the knees, and let that hips come high. Bring the toes together. And now we're on our right side. Right side for that kick to the side. So you're opening the hip, feeling a little bit of belly, mula bandha in the belly. Kick to the side. Good. Hip creases. I'm working on my hip creases at the moment. Pushing them back, letting my booty shoot back. Good. Any different variation that you need, you work your body. Maybe your hamstring needs a little bit more than that hip. That's great too. Ah, yeah, it's feeling nice. It's feeling like it's starting to warm up. Awesome. Great. So now this right leg, let's step it forward for a low lunge. Hands on the inside. Shoot that left leg back. Good. Find some length through that back heel. Awesome. Right arm comes up. Turn a bit into that right shoulder. Good. And then drop that left knee. Put your right hand on your knee and come up. We're going to come up nice and centered. But before you come up, fold the mat over that left side underneath your knee so that you have extra padding. And then come all the way up and straighten and bend into that front leg. See if you can find some alignment through those hips. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. This is where there's a little bit of tension in that left hip that I'm working through. If you notice anything in your body, just kind of acknowledge it and say, hey, yeah, that's what I'm working on. Oh yeah, that's it. I found it. I love it. Okay, and then come up with the arms, steeple mudra. Give it a lower belly lift. Ribs stay in. See if you can arch it back. Right hip keeps tapping back. Lower belly lifts. Drop. Excellent. Chin comes down. Cactus arms all the way to the low back. Good. And then one more time. Same thing. Lower belly lifts. Ribs in. Elbows come towards each other. Heart lifts up. Stay centered and strong. Left hip, left glute, front foot. Nice. Chin comes down. Grab the waist. Exhale to straighten out that front leg. Cool. Using your blocks if you need them. In fact, I'm going to bring them over. Oh my gosh. Working that hip. Bringing my blocks over because I'm feeling like I need support today. So use your blocks, half monkey pose. See how you can use them as bricks and just like walk your bricks forward. All right, half monkey pose. Just being mindful of your breath. Great. Inhale, halfway lift. Press back into that lunge. Straighten out the back leg. In fact, I'm going to use my blocks for my vinyasa. High plank. Low push-up. 2 up dog. Sliding through. They work nicely. To down dog. Good. And we'll hang out in our down dog for 5 breaths. That's 4. 5. Nice. Let's step up left leg. Everything that we just did on the right, now on the left, hands on the inside. Good. Find the length through that upper body so you can feel like your head is, your chin is still level, but your head is reaching forward so that the roundness, a little bit of that roundness in the back kind of lengthens out. If it feels right for you, left hip crease pulls back, finding that space in the hips. Maybe the right foot moves over to the right, left hand on the knee, drop into that left hip and turn into that side. Hopefully it's feeling nice on your hips now. Good. Left knee can drop. I like to fold my mat over and then come all the way up. Again, you're working on that left hip crease moving back. Lower belly lifts, ribs lift. Find your arms reaching high. Yes, engage that lower part of the body as you lift up. Each side is different. Maybe it needs a little different awareness or intention. Good. Inhale, come up. Bring the elbows to cactus arms. We're moving slowly today. Trying to connect to your breath. Hands to the low back. Excellent. Gently bring it back to the low back. Left hip pulls back. Beautiful. That's it. You can sink forward into the hips a little bit if you like. Lift the chest. Lift the low belly. Feel the power through the front foot and into the right hip. Nice. Chin comes up. Hands to the waist. Half monkey pose. I like the evenness in the hips. Really feeling like there's a bar moving through your hip. And then reaching for those blocks or the floor. Yoga doesn't have to be fast. Those transitions are beautiful. And props are wonderful support for yourself. Left side wants to stay a little longer. I'm going to stay an extra couple breaths. Awesome, so good. Come back into that low lunge. Again, I'm going to use the blocks for my flow. High to low push-up. This time I can go straight legs, I think. Yes, worked. So good. Blocks are so much fun. I love them. Woo-hoo! Tuck the toes, up and back. They make things a little easier, actually. If you want to try it. If you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend trying that. So good. All right, come to all fours. I'm going to turn around, I think. I like this way better, but come to all fours. Do a little bit of cat-cow. No, I'm sorry, tiger curls. So left leg out. Good, Tammy's getting warm, I like it. Right arm forward. Gonna pulse, just a little bit of pulsing. Just lifting, pulsing. Nice. And the next breath, exhale underneath you for that tiger curl. You could even grab the knee and bring it a little closer to your forehead. Find the roundness in the back. And then again, inhale to reach. Exhale to come on in. Your own rhythm. I'm just going a little faster. I even like adding the breath in there. This hip needs some attention. Good. Reach forward and back. Awesome. Still with me. And then grab that foot above you and just give it a little bit of kick. Option to look over the right shoulder.
feels amazing. Hopefully it feels amazing for you too. I love it. Looking down, release that right hand underneath the shoulder again. Circle out the hip. Doesn't that hip need a little something? So just, yeah, let that hip circle out. Up and down. Let it be loose and heavy. All the way up, all the way down. Nice. And then off to the side. So when you bring it off to the side, make sure it goes forward just a bit. You don't want it behind you. You want that rotation in that hip socket to shoot back. Feels amazing. Then start on the elbows. Let the elbows come down. You might even want to block if you have your block handy. And then puppy pose as you walk your hands forward, drop the forehead down. Stretching out that inner thigh. Really good. And then the right hand underneath to see if you can reach for that ankle. Don't worry if you can't reach the ankle, no big deal. Back side of the shoulder, possibly on the ground, opening into that low belly. Top arm can even come around the back. Starting to feel really relaxed. I just love it. Good. Unwind. Top arm on an inhale. Exhale to fully unwind the body and come all the way out. Good. And I feel like a little bit of flow. So I'm walking my knees back. You can do your full high plank to chaturanga if you like, if you are up for that yoga push-up. I'm just liking my half push-ups. All the way down. A little bit of counter stretch for your up dog. And then your down dog. And again, know that this middle place, that the flow, if you're a veteran yoga person, you could do double push-ups, hop throughs, handstands, all in this flow section. That's why it's so amazing. You know, I'm just here to give you the little bare roots or bare ingredients, and then you just can embellish and make it yours. All right, back to all fours. And now we have the other side. Right leg shoots back. Left arm reaches forward. Give the little pulses. Little pulse. And then underneath and extend. Keeping that flow, your own timing. Remember that little pause, that rounding of that, grabbing of that knee and rounding into the back. Oh yeah, good. And then find that extension, beautiful. I know, it's just like your own yoga. This is what it's for. Kick it up. Possibly looking over that opposite shoulder, that upper shoulder. Good, look down. Gently release, left hand underneath the left shoulder. Find some soothing in that right hip. Make sure you're going both directions.
Yeah, lingering in those spots that might need a little bit more attention. That's part of it, you know? Finding those places where you can massage internally. It's beautiful. Good, and then we went straight leg. Side to the side. For puppy pose, start on the elbows. What's fascinating about this kind of practice is that you're heating your whole core up. I'm hot. And really, we're not doing a lot, but focusing in internally. So that can create a lot of heat. Form of apana, releasing stress and tension. It feels right. Straighten out the arms. And add that twist. Left arm underneath the right. Left arm, underneath the right, and look underneath. Possibly top right arm comes up and around the back. How's the jaw and the face? Really want to keep that soft, gentle, neutral jaw, neutral face. Excellent. Top arm comes out. Unwind, unwind. Come back into down dog and shake it out. So a great way to shake it out. And so if down dog feels like it's a bit much, you can always do this this wave on your knees on tabletop, in tabletop, or take it a little bit into down dog and same thing, kind of manipulating the wave. So the wave goes forward. As you hover the shoulders over the wrist, drop the knees slightly, bend the knees slightly, push into the hips, pull them back, and then you start all over. Forward, bend, push. Breathe in as you push high, and exhale as you push back. Think of yourself as this wave of movement, softening and releasing any stress in the back with the breath. Close the eyes even to see if you could sense these vertebrae extending and flexing. Wow, even that linger in a spot. Amazing. So good. All right, before we step up, another child's pose, but this time walk the fingers over to one side. So you're stretching out the side body. And if that feels right, you can even turn into that side body by planting the hands in namaste. It's up to you. Just go to what you need. Good release. Switch sides. Add that twist if it feels right. Amazing. I never get tired of it. Come back to center. Just going to come up into a malasana at the back of my mat. When you're ready, take your time. You don't have to go at my pace. Take your time. Malasana at the back. And pause here. A couple breaths. My heels are up just because my ankles are tight. If your feet come down, great. Good for you. You can also put a wedge underneath the heels or sit on a block. Lots of different tricks for this malasana. Chin level. Lengthen through the back of the head. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Gently release, rounding forward, and then roll yourself up. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome. Oh, feels so much better. Hopefully that feels good to you. I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling amazing. Yeah. Good. Circle it out. Give it a little shake about. Oh, yeah. Shake about, shake about. And then we're going to do tree, and then we'll go down for pigeon and close up. This feels amazing. Just letting that, everything feels amazing to me, you guys. Just let the knees bend, shoot the hips back a little bit, and just see if you can do this like Indian bounce. Freedom in the belly. Indian bounce. Nice. Eyes are closed. A little bit of gravity, taking your hips low. Yeah, that's why the trampoline, those little rebounders, are excellent for the body because they start that lymphatic system moving. All right, so whichever foot you want to stand on, we're going to go into tree now. I think I'm going to stand on my right first. Playing with that knee, letting this hip flexor open up, finding that opening, and then planting the foot. It can be anywhere from the low ankle all the way up into that inner thigh. Sinking into the floor, palms together. It's so nice having another body. Thank you, Tammy. You're more than a body, I know, but it's just nice to have this other visual of another body. So I really, really appreciate you doing this. This is awesome. Good, and then the arms come out. And reaching tall. But your arms can go wherever you like, Just, again, reminding you this is your practice. Find out by asking yourself, do I want to move my arms? Or do I like my hands right where they are in prayer? Or right where they are if they're open and expanding out like airplane wings, It's all up to you. It's your practice. All right, beautiful. Come on down. Knee comes forward. Drop that foot and then shake out that standing foot. Yeah, a little circle, a little pressure on the top of the foot. Great. All right, other side. Knee comes up. Your own timing. Finding that tree. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Little hook right on the inner edge of the thigh. As the foot presses in, it's got its own little suction, its own mula bandha, which is awesome. I love that. Find yourself growing tall. The foot evenly planted. That footprint that we talked about at the beginning, right now, really effective down into the mat. I have my own white noise. My son is here on vacation. So keeping your eyes focused on one spot, really important for that balance, for that single pointed 0 point field, Focus. Yoga teaches us exactly that inner eye, that inner focus.
Still breathing. Last breath. See if you can expand into the posture just a little bit, maybe a little taller, a little wider in the heart, a little more pressure down into the ground. Awesome. Knee comes forward and then drop it down. Shake out that standing foot. A couple deep sighs. Yeah, all those reflexology points in the feet get worked when we're doing our standing postures. All right, so as promised, our dessert pose. How about that? Pigeon. Come to the front of the mat. We'll move through a flow. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, dive forward. My version of diving forward today. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, point the hands, step back, high plank. Low push-up. Exhale. Up dog. Oh, yeah. Up dog feels really good. That reverse flexion from those warriors. Right and left. Move through tabletop, back into down dog. Let's start with the left side. Left leg comes high. Give it some lubrication by bringing the knee towards the chin. Remember to breathe. Hover that knee so you're in a tiger curl. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the right, knee to the left. And again, take another breath. Really feel the freedom in that hip. Really good. And then the knee slides up in between the thumbs. Excellent. Tammy, beautiful. Letting that knee come up. Extra support. If you feel like you need support underneath your left hip, you put a towel or maybe a block, depending on the height. You can always feel a little bit more stretch if you move the heel away from you, away from your hip, and less stretch if you bring the heel closer to you. So find that perfect placement of that left heel. And then roll yourself low, down, supporting your head, possibly with your fists. And letting your whole body rest. This is one of those postures that can stay for a bit. So let's continue with about 8 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
Oh, I can see his skinny bones. I can see his skinny bones.
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Another 3 more breaths. Always adjust your hands, your subtle adjustments. Maybe you're going a little deeper, leaning a little bit more towards the right. I'm just laughing because I'm like, what? I gotta come out. This is my side, and you may have one of those sides too that just likes it better than the other side. Woo! All right, hands on either side of that front knee. Tuck the right toe under. You're coming out whenever you're ready. This is just so that we can get the other leg in before class ends. Right toe underneath you. Straighten out that back leg. Now push. You're pushing into your hands to hover that left knee
And then shoot it straight up and back. Circle out that hip. Be gentle, be supportive, be your own best friend. Circle that hip out. And you know, we haven't done a lot of reverse flexion, so let's go ahead, if you're up for it. It's a little bit advanced, but see if you can flip that over. So you're bending into your right knee, putting your left foot behind you as you turn. Your knees are bent. You're using your right hand for support, and you could come into Wild Thing. Advanced posture though, so please be careful. Nice. All right, when you're ready to come out, you kind of bring it in, look down, turn, use that left hand for support, swing that right leg back, and find down dog again. So there's a lot of wrists and shoulders in this vinyasa flow. So if that's ever a problem, you know, you can just take a break. Come to your elbows. Come to your knees to rest. Okay, we're ready for the other side, the other leg. Right leg comes high. Knee to chin. Take an inhale. Exhale to pulse right and left. Awesome. Hover that knee in between the thumbs. Find your pigeon pose. Good, and then drape yourself forward. Finding that surrender into pigeon. If you find your mind wandering, just come right back to that count, to that breath count. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Let's just commit to another 3 breaths. Notice if there's any sounds that want to come out. Let them happen. Wow, last breath. Awesome. Inhale coming up. Exhale. Tuck that back toe under. Push into the hands. See if you can hover that right knee. And tiger curl. And then shoot it straight up to one-legged down dog. Go slow. Treat your hip with respect. Say, hey, thanks for working for me. You did amazing. And then flip it over if you did on the other side. So you're bending that front knee, leaning into the hands. Flip, flip, flip. Belly comes up towards the ceiling. Adjust my feet and lift up. Each side is different. Clavicles opening, hips reaching high. Nice. Come on out. Bend, bend, bend into that front hand to the ground. And let's take a little a little child's pose, and we'll get onto our back in just a moment. But just rest the hips back, or even puppy pose. In fact, let's do puppy pose. Keep the hips over the knees and extend through the upper body just a little bit. This is actually a nice back bending because you could deepen the front part of the body by just dropping the chest. See if that works for you. And look forward, reaching hips back. Awesome. Head comes down, walk the hands in. Since you're so deep, you need a little bit more support. Bringing the hands in. I love that one. That was so cool. All right, and then just bring the knees to the side. Easy peasy. Walk the feet forward. Walk the hips, sit bones back. Crisscross the arms. Take an inhale to grow tall. And this exhale. Oh, so good. This exhale with the chin onto the chest and round into the lower back. All of that forward folding. We need some counter stretching. Some space in the low back and space in the low belly. Chin onto your chest. Stay heavy in the hips. In the perfect place, doing the perfect thing. Inhale, come back up to center. Switch the bottom hand and bring it on top. So now you're crisscrossing the other side. Good. Take a breath. Nice and tall. And then concave. Really, really round into the back, chin to the chest. Find that low back sort of rolling towards the mat. Counter stretch. You can really feel it's the opposite of what we've been doing. The roundness in the low back. Great. So now reach it back up to center. Release the arms. Make sure you have room behind you. And you're going to roll yourself down, starting from that lower place. Make sure the shoulders aren't up by your ears, but they're on your back. And slowly roll down. Keep the heels on the mat. Concave that low abs. Slower you go, the better. Nice. Whew. Make it down. Reach up. Stretch it out. Stretch out your feet. Stretch out your legs. Any ponytails, make sure they come out. It's easier to put your head on the mat. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to grab a block, but you're more than welcome to do active bridge, Tammy, if you like. I'm going to support my back with the block. Couple active bridges. Really good, especially with your young, nice body. I mean, obviously, all bodies are nice, but mine is 52. And so this feels amazing because I'm like, you did so well, honey. Thank you. So I'm giving it a treat. And that support is a treat. So if you have that support as I do, you can bring your knees up. You can bring your legs straight, just feeling that gravity, bring the low back and spreading the sacral bone out. Letting that really kind of connect to the block. One leg can go down, one leg can go up. If you're in active bridge and you want to play a little bit, Tammy, bring one leg up and keep that going. Same as what I'm doing on the block, just alternating your legs. Make sure you switch sides. Beautiful. Good. And if you are not on a block and you want to do this next one, I recommend you can hook your hands underneath your, in fact, I'll do that with you. You can hook your hands underneath your hips with your fingertips pointing upward and then walk your feet straight out. That's a nice expression of this back bend. You can even walk to one side here. Walk to the other side. Really cool. Back to center. Walk the feet back in. Release and roll down upper back, middle back. Till you get to your low back. Once you're at your low back and your back is connected, reach for the kneecaps. Alternating sides. One side, other side. Good. Roll down. Feet are about hip width up, or a little wider than hip width. Take a breath. Exhale, knees to the right. Dropping them all the way down, wherever they want to go. Let gravity take them. And then back to center. And then the other side. And just one more round, just like that. Come back to center. Over to the right. Come back up to center and over to the left. Great. Any last posture that your body wants? Go ahead and, maybe it's a twist, a happy baby, knees to your chest, rocking. Circling, anything to soothe that back or get your hips to relax. And then find Shavasana, corpse pose. My go-to, the block right underneath the upper hamstring to support my low back, tilting the pelvic bowl. Letting the arms come down by your sides, feet turn out, palms up. One last deep sigh. And then let go of the ocean breath, that ujjayi breath, and just go to the invisible. Like think invisible, think quiet, think seamless, soundless breath. This is that place where you get to absorb all the work that we just did for the hips, for our nervous system, that connection to our physical body. Let it sort of integrate into stillness, into quiet, expansive. Just being present. My body is laying on the ground. My whole body is laying on the ground.
More than welcome just to hang out and stay in your Shavasana. And when you're ready, remember to go slowly, really slow. Start with the fingers and the toes. Next, maybe move to the head. And then the sigh, that deep sigh, starts to envelop you and come right into your body. It's like involuntary, it just starts waking up itself. And then the knees, one knee can come towards you. And the other knee can come towards you. And we're rocking gently side to side. Really no rush, just coming back into the body. And then roll to the side that would feel good to roll to. Roll into that side. And using the top hand to press yourself up. And as you come up, find yourself in a meditative posture. Letting your hips be heavy into the mat or block. Chin is down. And take one breath together. One last breath. Inhale. And let it out through the mouth. All right. Hands together next to your heart. Honoring the work. Namaste. Yeah. Celebrate your class. Following along. Finding that inner peace, inner zen. Letting go of any of that tension. All of the above. It's amazing. All right. Thanks for joining in. Lovely. And I will see you live every Monday at noon. So thank you so much. Let me know if you watch the replay, okay? Happy New Year.